most intense, thrilling, electrifying sport on the planet. Mixed martial arts. You've been looking for the definitive podcast to call your new home to hear everything about it. The search is over. This is the MMAnomaly Show. No filter. Bringing you the hottest MMA breakdowns straight from the heart of the octagon. This show is all about MMA breakdowns. For fans, by fans. We're talking UFC, MMA, and the occasional big boxing match. We'll bring our unique take on how these fights are going to play out and who we think are the best bets. Welcome to the MMAnomaly Show. No filter. And now your hosts, Olin, a.k.a. MMAnomaly, and Emiliano, a.k.a. Jive Turkey Nano.
What is up, fight fans? Welcome back to a very special episode of the MMAnomaly Show, No Filter. I'm your host, Olin, a.k.a. MMAnomaly, and you might notice, not with me as usual, there's no Nano here today, but we have a very special guest. Looks like he might be having connectivity issues right now, but that's okay. We're going to roll with the punches, which he's a pro at doing. I have the one, the only, Diego Bianchini, the Brazilian bad boy, on the show today. And I couldn't be more excited to talk to this guy. I was a big fan of him on the show this season, and he's been nice enough to make time to talk to me today. So, first and foremost, Diego, how are you doing, brother?
Hey, what's up, Oli, my brother? It's amazing to be here, MMAnomaly. I always watching you and Nano. It's amazing to be here. And let's talk about everything that you want to know about the Ultimate Fighter.
Let's go, man. We appreciate the support, and we will definitely be in your corner moving forward, man. We definitely were this season. So the first thing that I've got to ask, right? I'm a huge fan of the nickname. I'm a huge fan of the persona that you put on inside of the house. But I've got to ask, what is the story behind the nickname, the Brazilian Bad Boy? How did that come about?
Bro, it's like me, you know. I always go into the fight like with a bad face, you know. If you watch my fight in LFA, I always like this. And when the announcer going to announce my name, I go to other guy and make this. You know, it's my style. You know, when I go to the fight, I go crazy, man. And that's why my friends put the Brazilian Bad Boy, because I'm this guy, you know. I'm not a bad boy like all the time, but when I'm when in the interview, like I feel, I don't know, but it's my style when I go to the fight, you know.
It's like your alter ego.
Yeah, it's my alter ego, exactly. I can't control. It's only is him, you know. And in the Ultimate Fighter, you guys saw a little bit of him. A lot of stuff didn't go to the TV because edition and everything. A lot of stuff happened, and the edition didn't show because, of course, 45 minutes to show everything. So, but that's it. Why my nickname is this, Brazilian Bad Boy. And you guys gonna see
it's hard to fit everything in 45 minutes. I can imagine they probably cut out a lot of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. And in the first episode, I don't have nothing to say because it's an edition 45 minutes to TV. So of course, there are not too much time to show everything. So.
You got to condense everything down as much as you possibly can. But since you opened that up, that is a question that I actually had. Were there any kind of key pivotal moments that happened while you were in that house, while the cameras were rolling, that maybe didn't make it to TV that you wish the fans could have gotten to see?
Yes, some stuff that me and Rodrigo happened. You know, we had a lot of discussions in the house, like very deep discussions that didn't show. You know, we were in the living room, and you know, I started to provoke him. I wanted to provoke Daniel. I wanted to fight against Daniel because I knew that it was going to be a good fight for me because Daniel doesn't have jiu-jitsu. So
yeah, he's just a stand and bang kind of guy. I think that would have been a stylistic just gift if you could have fought Daniel.
Can you say again, because cut the internet sometimes cut.
Oh yeah, no worries. I was saying I think you're absolutely right. I think if you would have gotten paired against Daniil, that would have been fantastic. He's just a stand and bang kind of fighter. I mean, you would have put him on his back and made him flop around like a fish, man.
Yeah, I that's why I started to provoke. He's about jiu-jitsu coach. I was talking, if you see the edition, I was talking to him like for the new. Not Rodrigo was behind of me. I didn't want to provoke him. So I started to hey, who is your jiu-jitsu coach? I always provoking the guys because I wanted to make a big show, man. I wanted to provoke everybody, make the biggest, the ultimate fighter of the all time. I tried to. And but the new responded like normal, not angry. He was very okay of the situation. No, he was joking and everything. Rodrigo got angry, and then started to my fights against Rodrigo, in the house, and we had a lot of discussion. He said about a lot of stuff about me, and a lot of stuff didn't go to the TV. He all the time we were in the house, and he all the time looking to me like with an angry face, 24 hours, like this, and didn't show in the TV. Didn't show, yeah, exactly. He was like, he was very angry with me, bro, because I ain't.
Yeah, that would drive me insane. That would drive me nuts.
Yeah, he was very angry with me, and I thought that he fought better against me. He fights better when he's fighting like sentimental in the feelings. I felt because against your second opponent, I forgot the name, the American. What's the name?
Oh yeah, was it Dixon?
No, Dixon.
No, not Dixon. Dixon was he was the one that
Jeff
against Daniil. Yeah,
Jeff
Creighton.
Yeah, he fought very bad, man. I think that he fought very a friendly environment, and
sure.
he didn't fight very well against me. He comes to knock me out. He
was trying to take your head off.
Yeah,
but you were trying to take his head off too. Like you guys were swinging with ill intent in that fight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but the second fight he didn't show how good he is, because he's good, man. He has some defenses that I didn't expect and everything, but I'm talking too much, bro. If you wanna cut me,
no. You're okay. This is why you're on. I want you to talk. I want you to be able to get everything out.
Yeah, I like to talk too, but so we can.
That's good.
Can go.
So yeah, like that's what I imagined. I figured because like the way that the almost like hatred between you guys happened. What we were seeing, it felt like it happened at the drop of a dime. Like there was almost like nothing to really start it. And then you guys wanted to kill each other. So I knew there was probably a lot of discussions and a lot of conversations that were happening off the air. And just because neither of you guys seem petty or childish or like you're going to just up and hate somebody like that. So I felt like there was definitely some disagreements that were happening in the house off air.
Yeah, perfect. Now it started with me and Rodrigo make some discussion in the weigh-in. That's everything understood that it started, but didn't start that. Started in the house with a lot of stuff and a big fight discussion, in the house. So, and it was a very heavy environment, man. Nobody understand because it was a very heavy environment, because I'm always provoking the guys, the other team guys, like my friend Arshan Memor, the Indian guy. He said in the TV, Diego always provoking the guys, and didn't show it. Like me all the time, hey, fuck this team. I woke. The first thing that I did when I wake up is like, fuck the other team. This is team Che, a lot of stuff that I was trying to make a big show of TV. So, and the other guys didn't like me, man. He didn't like me, the other guys, the yellow team.
But hey, that's why you got a lot of airtime on the show. That's why you got a lot of fans from the show. And that's why, realistically, I can't imagine that the UFC isn't going to give you a phone call if they haven't already. So let me ask you. Sorry, go ahead.
What did you say? I didn't understand.
No. I mean, I was just saying, like, you did a great job building fans on the show. And that's the kind of person that the UFC is going to call, like win or lose in the competition. You're the type of person that they want to have on speed dial if somebody drops out of a fight and you're willing to hop in on short notice, right? Because they know they're going to get good traction if they get you in that octagon.
God willing, bro. God willing. I hope so. I was trying to. It's hard to make the trash talk when you live with the guys, man. One thing is do the trash talk when you go to your hotel. And
you get to leave
your mind. Yeah, you leave and you are in the hotel. If you put some video on YouTube, some MMAnomaly to watch and then relax. And one thing is when you go to their house, the same house of the guys, and you have to cook with the guys that you are doing the trash talk because it was, and it was real, you know, it was fucking real. It was so that was very hard because I was in the house and making the trash talk. The guys hate me, and I cook the guys the same kitchen of the guys, and the guys looking to me like this fucking playboy motherfucker, and and that's very hard in the TUF, man, because you don't have how to distract your mind. And my fucking ADHD, man, I have to distract my mind with something to sleep. I always put some geopolitical video in the YouTube and sleep with some video, you know, distracting my mind. In the house, you can't distract your mind, you know. So it was very hard, very, very crazy experience.
That's actually that leads me to my next question. So, like, I have ADHD too, so I can definitely relate to that. Like, I literally have to put on YouTube videos to fall asleep every night. Otherwise, I'm awake.
You too. Yeah, exactly.
Like, my leg is bouncing 100 miles an hour, like, throughout the entire show.
You too. Yeah. To sleep, you have the syndrome of the quiet legs.
Yep.
You sleep. Me too, bro.
Same
I
thing, dude.
punch my leg. Bro, that's crazy. You too. You know what is ADHD, bro. You know
it's so bad. It's so bad.
Caffeine all day. All day. The biggest.
If it's not caffeine, it's whiskey. It's one or the other.
Vapino, you? Vape?
Yeah.
Oh, what flavor is this? What flavor?
This is THC.
Bro, you are the face of the ADHD. Coffee, whiskey.
I'm telling you.
That's why you are so creative. We are creative. More creative. We are more creative when we have ADHD. And you have this creativity, this mind. I can notice.
I appreciate it, man. I'm creative on the screen and behind the scenes. You're creative inside the octagon and in the gym, man. The things that you're able to do, the way you're able to move, and just how cerebral you are in there. It's really something to see. And I mean, you fight out of the fighting nerds, right? So that's a question in itself. You get to train with people like Caio Borralho, Carlos Prates, Jean Silva, and I know you said that one of your biggest inspirations is Caio. What's been kind of the biggest inspiration or biggest thing that you've learned from Caio Borralho in the gym?
The biggest thing that I learned with Borralho is to be calm in the fight. You know, he's a very smart guy. He every day come with another insight, good insight. He always said some insights for me. And I you know, with a good ADHD guy, and I always fuck this, man. I'm undefeated. I win everybody. I don't need to be calm in the fight, bro. I go in my style and I'm going to finish it. And Diego, the high level is different, Diego. You have to be calm. You know, you have to be, because you're going to get tired. You have to. So one thing that I learned, the main thing that I learned with him was to be more calm in the fight. You know, when the hunter and the hunter and the other one is the
hunter and the prey.
Yeah, exactly. The hunter is always calm, man. You know,
yeah.
So
he's not getting excited. If he gets excited, he scares away the prey, and then he's not going to get that kill.
Exactly.
I grew up in Louisiana. I did a lot of hunting.
Yeah, you know, more than everybody.
That's why hunting was so hard for me, because the ADHD. I'm hard. It's hard to stand still. Got to focus on your breath. Just relax.
Yeah, amazing. And so that's the main thing that I learned. So to be more calm in the fight. And now I understood, man, because you're not gonna knock him out, the guy in the beginning of the fight. Some guys, when the guy is defending very well, when the guy is take some damage and keeping going forward. So I learned that this is the main. A lot of stuff, you know. The main stuff was this in the fight. You want to know exactly in the fight, all right? Not in the insights of the other stuff. What do?
Yeah, I mean both. Like in the fight, I guess it feels like he's shown you how to be calm. Like what about outside of the fight?
Outside of the fight, a lot of stuff, but I forgot a lot of stuff. But no, I forgot. No, but he always comes with me and says some insights. Hey, Diego, you have to do this or that, you know. But in the fight, is the main thing that I can say is to be calm in the fight. That's you can see every guy in the fighting nerds. They are so calm, man.
That's my favorite thing about watching you guys fight. It's funny because I would say that all of the fighting nerds have very different fighting styles. Like none of you guys fight exactly the same, right? Like if you look at Jean Silva versus Caio versus Prates versus Rufi, like they're all very, very different style fighters. One guy's more of a grappler. One guy's a very elusive striker. Another guy is going to smoke a cigarette and then knock you out when you least expect it. But the one thing that's actually very true about all of you guys is you don't ever look like you're in a fight, if that makes sense. You look like if you look at one of you guys in the octagon and you look at one of you guys walking through the park, you have the same expression on your face. Like you just look calm, like you're just doing a normal thing, but you're standing across from another grown man about to fight him. And you just look like all of you guys look so calm and just present. And that's a gift, man. Being able to learn that and having people there to teach you that is very, very incredible.
Yeah, this is very interesting about fighting nerds. Everybody has their own style, but one thing that the alchemist and Pablo said to us is to be calm, you know. So everybody is so calm and find your game plan. And so I move up to fighting nerds. I think that it's my 3 year there in the fighting nerds. I've been 3 years in the fighting nerd, and yeah, this is the main thing. He never passed the thing that you have to do. You know, he show the way that you use your own skills. You know, it's very hard to explain, but Pablo is very smart guy, and that's why everybody is winning. You know, if your own style.
He's literally a genius, that guy. That was who my next question was going to be about. I had written down, what's it been like in your 3 years working with such a talented and cerebral, just like intellectual and smart coach like the alchemist Pablo Sukuper? I feel like there are coaches who have tons of experience in kickboxing and boxing and this, that, and the other, but watching him, he just feels like he understands the mentality of the sport so well. So what's that been like learning from somebody like that?
Yeah, man, this guy is one of these guys who study every day. You know, he just study MMA every day, all day. That, 1 second, man.
Yeah, no worries.
So he's a fucking obsessive with MMA. So I learned a lot of stuff with him, but the footwork is very interesting about him too. You know, how are you hearing me? I'm not hearing.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Yeah.
So the footwork of the fighting nerds was amazing. The counter, there are one thing that everybody do, the style, the footwork, and there are some combinations and some style that everybody know how to
I know use, one of those combos. I've seen all of you guys use one of those combos. It's a classic combo too, but the way that you guys all execute it is so well done. Just feinting the one, backstepping when they like bite, and then pulling and throwing that right hand or whichever your rear hand is. I've seen Kyle do it. I've seen Rufi do it multiple times. I saw you do it in your fight. It's such a good move, and you guys execute it so well.
Yes, exactly, man. This is one of these movements. And the counter, the control of the distance is one of the things that he always says to us. And it's like the counter is look like a McGregor. It's a mix of McGregor and the other guys, you know. So if you watch Hoofy, man, this guy is one of the best counters ever, man. You know, this guy.
Yeah, I literally love watching highlights of that guy just sparring and hitting pads. He literally looks like a character from a movie. The way that he strikes.
It's bizarre. It's bizarre, man, because he has only like 10 fights. He didn't fight striking. He didn't fight boxing. He didn't fight nothing, bro. He's only MMA, and he
born for it.
Yeah, man. This your how do you say this? Yeah, his style. He's confident. He's only in 11 fights. It's because of the training. I think the most important thing is the training. If you're training good, you're gonna go and fight very good. You know, I don't trust in the, you know, you have to fight a lot for understand something. No, if you understand it in the gym, you're gonna use in the fight, you know. So he's the perfect example. He didn't fight boxing, he didn't fight Muay Thai, but he's so calm in the fight, and that's why he's smashing everyone.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like confidence is key, right? Like, you saw my episode when we were watching, you know, before your fight happened on TUF, and I was like, this guy's confidence is scary as fuck. Like, how confident he is terrifying. If I was gonna fight another grown man and he was walking around with his chest puffed out like this guy, I'd be a little bit nervous. It's mind games, right? Like, it's definitely, it counts for something. I saw that. And the fact that you carry that confidence before a fight, up till a fight, and during a fight is nasty work. It's definitely something to witness. So I've got to ask, just jumping back to the Rodrigo Cezinando fight, you know, there was a rivalry there. There was a lot more that we didn't get to see, that didn't get to air on TV. Do you think that the kind of heated rivalry that did build up between you guys, do you think that it helped or hurt your performance in there against him?
Yes, so a lot of stuff's happened. So this fight against Rodrigo, I didn't watch one fight of him. I knew that he fought one time in Brazil and he lost one fight in Brazil. But the only thing that I saw about him, you know, he couldn't watch one fight of him, so I didn't know his style. I knew that he was coming from 4 knockouts or submissions, so I couldn't study him. This is, you know, this was bad for me to not study the opponent. I always study everything about the opponent, and about him, I didn't know nothing about him. And the rivalry, it was, you know, I have no problem to fight against the rivalry. I like to this environment, but the thing is, I couldn't recover myself in the same house, you know, because one thing is make the trash talk outside of the house, then you make the trash talk, go to the hotel, rest, and you are your team, and if you are with TV and everything, internet. And one thing is stay in the same house that the guys, and you have to cook your meal, you know, with the guys, in the same environment as the guys. So this stuff was hard for me, man. But yeah, I think that if the fight was outside of the TUF, I would win, because I got tired in the. I think that I won the first round. You know, for me, I won the first round, and I got tired, and then he take advantage that I was tired, and he won the fight. But outside of the TUF, I think that I would win this fight for sure, man.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that there's a lot that goes into it. Like you said, like going back to the answer earlier, right? Like when you're talking trash to somebody, usually you get to go home after you talk trash. Like DDP and Hamzat just had a hell of a press conference. They both got to go back to their hotel rooms after that press conference. They don't have to go back to the same room and stare at each other and cook next to each other like you guys do. That adds a lot of layers to it. And I mean, that's something that I think a lot of fans don't take into account.
And bro, and it's much easier to stay in the friendly environment, man. To be honest, I could only be friend of everybody of the other team. Like a lot of guys do this. Like be friend of everybody. Good environment. You sleep good. You eat good. Everybody likes you. One thing is what I did, man. I always provoking the guys, trying to find something to provoke. and the guy is always angry with me, and everybody wanted to see me knock him out, in the ground, knock him out, and so it's very hard to do this, the trash talk in the same environment, you know. So I would be better if I was doing the trash talk and go to my home and going to the hotel, UFC hotel, and rest and watching some videos and relax and sleep. And this fucked me a little bit to stay in the same environment. The guys that didn't like me.
Yeah, it's
So
mental warfare, man. It definitely adds up and takes a toll on you. So let me go back further than the Ultimate Fighter. So you've been a mixed martial arts fighter for some time now, and you grew up in Brazil, right? You're fighting out of Sao Paulo, I believe. What got you into mixed martial arts? Like what was the first fight you saw, or what made you want to do this?
man, it's not. My brother used to watch the Pride, the fights of the Pride, and my big inspiration was Nogueira, the Big Nog.
Big Nog,
Uh,
let's go.
yeah, I started jiu-jitsu with Big Nog. He submitting the guys, and I loved this, And Nogueira was my big inspiration to go to the MMA. So and then that's why I started in jiu-jitsu. I started in jiu-jitsu with 11 years training jiu-jitsu. And Brazil is very, very common. You grow up like training jiu-jitsu or fight or in the soccer. So I always liked jiu-jitsu and MMA. So my first fight, but the fight that changed everything for me, it was a inflection point. Was the fight against Nogueira and Culture in UFC.
That's a great fight.
Yeah, that was a great fight. I felt the atmosphere of the guys, and I knew that I was going to be a fighter after I watched this fight, man. And I am a big fan of Nogueira. That's in my first MMA fight. I have the Nogueira shorts. I fight with Nogueira shorts.
Oh, that's sick.
So yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
My jiu-jitsu coach. Hey, why do you fight again with the Nogueira short, motherfucker? You are Eduardo Santoro Jiu-Jitsu and use the Nogueira short. I know. I'm gonna use the Nogueira short. I am a big fan, and it's in my Instagram a photo with Nogueira short. Was
That's
good.
awesome. I'll have to look that one up, man. That's awesome. That's a great story. So obviously you've gotten into it at a very early age. You've been doing this for some time. What happens if you don't get into mixed martial arts? What career path do you think you'd be pursuing today if you were not a fighter at all?
Man, it's hard to say, but my dad have a company, a logistic company here, a very successful logistic company,
Nice.
and my brother now is taking care, So my brother is a very smart guy. He now my dad is almost retired. He doesn't do nothing more now. Only my brother. I think that I would work with my dad because the company is ready. Is only understand how to work there. I would to take the Venvance because if I don't take the Venvance, how do you say this? The pill of the pill. We have to use these pills to pay attention. The guys who have it.
Like the Adderall, like the ADHD medication?
Yeah, Venvance, no?
I don't.
What's the name?
Oh, it's
What's the
I
name?
think you're thinking like Adderall. That's what it's
Yeah,
called
yeah.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to use this, man, and then I work there because if
Oh yeah.
without this, you know.
You wouldn't be able to pay attention.
No,
Too
no.
many things.
I studied in 10 schools, bro. I was the worst guy in the school, bro. So I don't know what I was doing now if it was not the fight MMA. So it's hard to say.
Mixed martial arts is
Maybe,
perfect for ADHD, man. It helps you burn all that energy and stay focused.
yeah, exactly. And you can create like your own technique. Because MMA it's very open to skills, so you can make your own skills. Like you can create your combo or something like this.
Yeah.
It's only big.
And your style, right? Like you created your own fight style.
Yeah, exactly. My style, I create. Yeah, I copy some guys, I copy some guys, but I create my own style. Yes, for sure.
And you're
So
supposed
it's
to,
hard.
right? Like that's what learning is. You copy people. I think Bruce Lee said, learn or keep what is unique or keep what is useful and disregard what is not and make everything uniquely your own, right? So take everything that everybody teaches you. If it makes sense, keep it in the noggin. If it sucks, in one ear, out the other, and everything that you learn, reshape it into something that is yours. That's what you
Yes,
do as a mixed
perfect.
martial artist.
Yeah, yes, yes. And it sometimes works your style and you copy something, sometimes no. And yes, that's perfect phrase. Yeah, about Bruce Lee.
I'm not going to take credit for it. That's a Bruce Lee thing. But okay, so jumping back to MMA. Again, you've been in this industry now for some time, at a professional level. If there was anything in the world, like if you have one wish and you can change anything about mixed martial arts as a whole, as a sport, whether it be, I don't know, fighter pay or MMA training, conditions, anything else, what would you change to make the sport better?
Mm, that's a deep question, man. Good question. Congrats.
Thank you.
I didn't expect this. I didn't expect this. But uh, change not UFC, MMA in general.
Yeah, just MMA in general. Yeah.
What I would change in MMA. Yeah, I think the sponsors guys could be help more the MMA guys, because and it's hard to say because they pay you for what you add for the it's far. It's not like that's a hard question, man. I don't know what I would change in
I think
MMA
I
to
think
be
the
honest.
sponsorship is a great thing. Like I do feel like not only should sponsors do more for their fighters, but also like the promotion should allow fighters to have more sponsors, like up at the upper levels, like the Bellator, the PFL, the UFCs of the world. Back
Yeah,
in when we were first watching, like you're talking about Pride and Big Nog and those guys, their shorts looked like NASCARs. They had so many sponsors on them. Those boys were getting paid. And we've taken a step
yeah,
back from that. So I definitely think that that's a really good, like, if you had one wish from a genie to change the sport, get the sponsors to start paying us more and just get sponsors more involved in the sport. I think that's a good call out.
yeah, exactly. Now it's getting better. I think it's getting better. But in Brazil, a lot of brands don't want it to be a relationship, not a relation
They don't want to be associated with the
associated
violence.
with the MMA. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, but it is what it is. I don't know. For me, I don't. It was a deep question, and now I have
Now you're going to think about
to
it.
yeah. Now when I'm in my house here, I'm gonna think about a lot of things that I will be regret to not say. So, but okay.
No regrets, man. We call the show No Filter because it's supposed to be no filter, man. It's whatever comes off the top of the head, whatever comes off the dome, and there is no right or wrong. Like we're all people,
Yeah,
and we're just trying to get your story out and let people know who Diego Bianchini is, outside of being the Brazilian bad boy of MMA.
yeah.
Like I'll be honest with it.
It will be a good personage in the UFC, the Brazilian bad boy. There are no Brazilian bad boy in the UFC, no bad boys in Brazil in UFC. And I want to be the new Sonny like Kobe. I want to man,
Oh
because my
yes,
style. I want to say a lot of shit, bro, because I want to entertain people, man. I don't like this friendly environment. I don't like. I think it's so boring to everybody's watching. Okay, it's good to fight. You know, it's the fight is amazing because fight is a fight. It's always good. But if you can put something, you can put some bad blood. It would be much better. Everybody gonna watch more and more. That's what I try to make in the tough. You know,
you
I was trying
succeeded.
to make.
Like you did a
Yeah,
great job.
I think so. Yeah, thanks, brother. I hope so. I hope that I want to see the people who watch every episode and the audience. I want to be the audience to be my episode was the best, was the better.
I think you guys had the best episodes. Like the episodes that had you and Rodrigo kind of going back and forth at each other. Those were definitely me and Nano's favorite episodes of the season. And we literally were talking whenever you guys got scheduled to fight. We're like, shit, we're gonna get the season finale way before the end of the season. We were expecting that fight to be the final one, just because of all the blood building up and just kind of like there were erupting emotions. But like you said, like when it comes to the point, the purpose of the Ultimate Fighter, that's what we want. We want the drama. We want the venom, right? We want to see the human emotional side of this. And I mean, with all due respect, like I love Daniil Danchenko. I think he's a very gifted fighter. But like you said, like you tried to insult the guy and he's like, yeah, that's funny. Like it just you can't make the guy mad. And it's going to be hard to sell a fight against somebody like that.
And one thing that I got very upset said was because they didn't show a lot of stuff, bro. And nobody knows a lot of trash talk that I did, bro. I did a lot of stuff, and I got very sad that nobody put in the edition. You know, I was saying a lot of shits, and so the edition didn't show this. But and I was very sad about this. The first episode, in the episodes between the episodes, I was, man, how the guys didn't put this stuff that I said, you know, but they show it a little bit, so that's make me better. But I wanted to show everything for the crowd, you know, because it was a fucking bad blood in the house. Maybe the most bad blood in the house, but the guys didn't show. I don't know. Maybe they want to show more every episode the guy gonna some famous guys Hall of Famer go to make a training and we lose a lot of weight in these stuffs. I didn't know. I thought that it was going to be more the house, the drama, because I did a lot of drama. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that having, like, I enjoy that they had all the Hall of Famers and past tough contestants come in and train with you guys. Like, that was a nice look. It's good to see. A lot of my favorite fighters got to come back into the house and kind of work with you boys, which was really cool to see. But again, I do agree with what you said. I do think it takes away from the amount of drama that we would have gotten, the amount of kind of zooming in on the house that we get every other season. And I mean, that would probably be my only critique about the show is I feel like we could have gotten more of that in the house drama that we missed out on.
Yeah, I think the crowd is missing this, man. Yeah. And the drama, show more the house. We are in the house and the discussions in the house. Everybody wants to see this.
I almost wish there was a reunion show. Like, you know how a lot of reality TV shows, after the season wraps up, like 6 months later, when everyone's watching it on TV, they'll get everyone back the week that the finale happens and they'll do a reunion show. And they'll show a bunch of clips that they didn't have time to show throughout the season of all the bad blood, and they'll have you talk to the person you had bad blood with. I think that'd be a really fun kind of follow-up episode that ESPN or Paramount Plus, when it goes to Paramount Plus next year, could definitely start doing.
It's a reality show, a reality TV show, but it's not more the reality TV. It's more show the training and the fights.
Yeah.
So yeah, I tried my best to get back to the first episode, the beginning of the TUF.
Oh yeah, the first like 2-3 seasons of TUF were all trash talk, and like Rashad Evans on season 2 of TUF being a really small light heavyweight competing against heavyweights, talking shit to all of them. Like, oh, you're big? Yeah, you're gonna fall big too, bro. like just all this trash talk. That's what made TUF. That's what it was built upon. So I love that you brought back that energy. I love that you brought back that fire. And now that TUF is over, right? What's next for Diego Bianchini? What is next for the Brazilian bad boy? Do you have any upcoming fights or anything that you're working on right now? Anything that you can announce?
Not yet. My manager is looking what's the next step. Man, I just want to fight again in the UFC, you know, because I have a lot of stuff to show, I think nobody have my personality to provoke the guys and be the bad boy in the UFC. The people are missing this. There are nobody like me, not like me, but there are nobody like Che or Kobe or guys like this, Connor, then doing a lot of trash talk, you know. But now the Paramount bought the UFC, so I don't know. There are not more pay-per-views, so I'm losing a little bit the excitement to make this because I was thinking in the pay-per-view in the people buy my name, buy my fights, but now the Paramount buy the UFC, so buy the TV to the transmission
Yeah,
of the
they
UFC.
bought the
So
UFC rights.
maybe the people's not
I think it
gonna.
might be better if I'm being honest, because like now you have to fight for pay-per-view buys and things like that, and you actually don't get pay-per-view points until you're a champion, right? So I think as long as you're on a
Yeah,
marquee card, you're still going to get press conferences. They're not going to take away press conferences. The only difference
yeah.
is now, instead of having to find them on YouTube or ESPN Plus, they'll be on a much cheaper service in Paramount Plus. They're still going to be on YouTube. And then you could just get people to watch your fight for a monthly subscription instead of having to pay 80, 90 US. I think you'd get even more eyes on you on
Yeah.
Paramount,
No,
right?
no, yeah, for sure. It will be much better. But yeah, and they gonna see what guys sell more pay-per-views than the other guys. Like they have this how do you say this method. Yeah, they know how to see these numbers of the guy who sell more than other guys for sure.
Yeah,
So
they
if
know who's making them money and who's putting asses in seats, right? They
yes,
know who's selling out
yeah,
arenas and things like that. And I think, like, again, you have a great mouthpiece. You know how to get under people's skin and be venomous, right? Like a Colby Covington, like a Chael Sonnen. And I think that they're going to recognize that. Now, I have another question regarding kind of what's next for you. If the UFC gave you an opportunity to compete on Dana White's Contender Series, which we've seen a lot of people have great success with that win that show, would you be open to that kind of an opportunity?
for sure, brother, 100%. I just want the opportunity to show my skills again. I think that this fight was the worst fight of my life because I had some problems to my recovery and because the house is the house. It's a reality TV. It's not our only fight. It's like a tournament. It's different than a unique fight. So I know that if I have this opportunity, it will be a great showman for everybody, for sure. Nobody go to the fight like this in the walk into the cage like this and go to the other guy and say a lot of shit, doing this, So I'm a peculiar guy going to. I think I will be a good entertainer for everybody, and I have the level, the skills to win this to be a very to be a star in UFC, to be a champ. So I just want the opportunity to show my skills. I hope the UFC give me these opportunities. So we'll
I'm going to
see.
clip that and I'm going to post that and I'm going to tag Mick Maynard and Sean Shelby and Dana White and everybody in the fucking world and try and get all my homies to share that because, I mean, again, like everybody in the world has a bad day and everybody in the world has multiple bad nights at the fucking office. If you're saying that was your worst night at the office, that was a damn good performance, brother. I can't wait to see your best night at the office and I can't wait to see it inside the UFC lights. So, I'm really hoping they give you that opportunity to shine under those lights again because, just like you said, I think you can be very, very much a UFC superstar. The right matches, the right timing, and honestly, put a mic in front of your face, and I think it'll sell itself.
Appreciate your help, brother. Saying this that you're gonna post this video and everything. Mark the guys, so I appreciate. And I'm not gonna disappoint you, my brother. You are trusting me, and absolutely, man. I have the skills, man. I train with the best guys. I know what I can do inside the cage, you know. So I just need this opportunity. Put the mics in my head, and you guys gonna have the good entertain, amazing entertaining.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, last question for me. I know I've already taken a lot of your time. I won't keep you here all night. Last thing, I just want to ask, is there any questions about your Ultimate Fighter experience or your career that I haven't asked you? Any specific topic that you want to get out and talk to the people about that I didn't cover?
Something that you didn't ask me about my career or the TUF?
Or just anything in general that maybe you haven't had the opportunity to talk about with an audience. This is your shot. So anything you want to voice.
Yes, bro. Like I said, man, I just need the other opportunity to show my level, my skills. And for sure, if I have the opportunity, I will smash the guy because I couldn't study Rodrigo in the fight. It was a peculiar situation that you don't have how to study the guy. You know, I was in the TUF and I was with my team, and we were in the watching TV. My team said like, "Hey, let's watch the Rodrigo fight because you can watch." But nobody of my team had the UFC Fight Pass. and my and the guy said, "Hey, sorry, bro, I don't have the UFC Fight Pass." The Mason said, "Mason, right?" And Rodrigo, there are no fights in YouTube, only UFC Fight Pass.
Oh, and that's tough. So you couldn't even watch tape.
Yeah, I didn't watch nothing about him, so I didn't know how he fights. You know, so that was tough to understand. You know, but it was funny moment that I asked to the coach, "Hey guys, can I watch the UFC fight, the fight of Rodrigo?" And Mason put the UFC Fight Pass, and bro, I don't have the UFC Fight Pass, sorry, and I didn't watch the. And Rodrigo watched a lot of fights of me because Cormier always put in the videos in YouTube for the guys, so I have a lot of fights in YouTube, so he watched a lot of fights of mine. But there's nothing that I just want the opportunity, so to prove, you know, my level, the water level I am. I just need this opportunity, and I think I will be the good product of the UFC for sure.
I definitely agree.
Everybody gonna be entertained with my fights. Everybody.
They'll be entertained with your fights and all the build up to your fights on the microphone. I promise you that.
Yeah, exactly. What did you say? I think that I didn't understand. Sometimes I didn't.
Oh no, I just said everybody's going to be very entertained before your fights as well, with you on the microphone, just building up the fights.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody likes that trash talk and that drama, man.
Yeah, everybody's missing this, man. Everybody wants to. If you put everybody when you go to watch a movie, everybody puts drama, you know, this stuff. So everybody likes this.
Got to have conflict. That's what makes it exciting, and you definitely provided that.
No friendly environment. Fuck this friendly environment, man. Nobody wants to see this. If you want to see go to see Friends, man. If you're going to see a friendly environment, the series Friends, go to watch this series. Not MMA. MMA is bad blood, bro. Everybody wants this.
I completely agree, man. I completely agree. Well, ladies and gentlemen, fight fans of all shapes and sizes, thank you for tuning in. If you're not already, do me a huge favor. Follow this man on all platforms. It is at Bianchini_MMA. And if you're not supporting this guy, what are you even doing? Come on. Have you even been paying attention for the last 50 minutes? Let's go, kids. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and tune in for more. And look, folks, if you disagree with us the entire time, if you've just laughed at us the last 50 minutes, that's fine too. All we're going to ask is that you do these next two things in general. We ask that you keep on going and that you keep on growing. We hope to see you around next time. Let's go.
You've been listening to the MMAnomaly Show. No filter. As you may have been able to tell, we dig the MMA, and our passion is to dive deep into the upcoming fights, give you our expert breakdowns, and help you make sense of all the chaos that is the fight game. We hope you've enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review. We'll be back soon, but in the meantime, make sure to find us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch at MMAnomaly. Be cool, and we'll see you next time.